So let's talk about marriage. Should you do it later? Should you do it when you're young? What is love? Love, I will speak very practically. As you've seen and I've said in previous videos, there are types of love. There is animalistic love, there is the person to person love, and there is the divine kind of love and ecstasy that comes beyond the five senses when you are connected and doing your it's a divine. Let's not go in details right now for that. So if you look in the first two types, animalistic and human to human, or not human, person to person love, then you see certain patterns, certain attributes. In practical terms, when you're young, you want to develop a lot of abilities and cultivate a lot of things and be skillful. So that takes some part of your time and other things. So if you get into a situation where you think you've met the love of your life and you want to build a thing, that's a very big project, and if you don't have the capacity to do that, it can literally destroy life, your partner, your future. So if you're young, the best thing is to don't take things like to be serious about yourself, to love yourself first of all. And loving yourself, it is usually skipped in when you have this young type of love. You try to extract love. This is animalistic still type of love. Loving yourself meaning do not wait permission from another person and making your dreams a reality, which takes knowledge and skills and developing power in a good sense. Powerful things need some time, if that makes sense. You need to you have to love yourself. This is the first part. If you're still waiting for permission, for example, when you are in that type of situation described, you're waiting for things to be good, to everybody got the dreams right, and then you allow yourself to be and express. If you need that big of a project to express yourself and finally be yourself, you're not like there, man, or woman. That like woman don't. It's not going to serve you a long way. So if you're young, it's better to take things more lightly. Date, of course, casually, while loving yourself and developing skills and abilities. That is the best thing you can do right now. And I'm not against doing that later. You can do both, because a lot of things will go very strangely if, for example, you haven't dated in your early teenager years, not teenager, maybe even, I don't know, your early development. I don't know what age somebody is starting necessarily. It's different for it varies from person to person, not teens, but maybe a little bit later. But even if it's from a younger age, it's you start, and if you don't do that, things might catch up with you later. For example, if you are not teenager years, let's say after teens, if you get into a situation like that and you want to date and then you end up cheating or lying or creating things that are not good for you or for the other person, that is not for the best of everybody. So it's best to first do this, so animalistic parts or other parts, not animalistic necessarily, those things will not catch up to you later. A lot of weird stuff happens if you don't address that, if you don't date as much as you want when you are young. Whatever, there is no time, but you get my point early. But you can build something meaningful and deep in this, not deep, meaningful and soulful in like a marriage, like later, after having experience that's more mature, more certain, because there are two individuals. Okay, it's not only for you, and I'm not saying that in a negative way for the other person, because even if the other person, like right now, the persons you're meeting may not be as mature as you are, for example. That's one thing. The second thing is that it's a very huge burden to meet someone and have this prejudice of getting into a serious relationship. It's a very heavy thing, and you don't even see the person. You only have in your mind, like, how do I make this happen? And it's very controlling and heavy, and there is no fun in it. The point of a later deep soulful thing will be like being two person enjoying playing, like not playing seriously. I mean, like two person sharing very intimate play childish connection in a very meaningful and deep. But deep, this is why I'm always coming back to this word deep, is because people consider deep only if it's a serious relationship. But actually, if you take things lightly, that is also mature and deep. You need a lot of experience to honestly come to a point where you don't take things like it's a life or like so serious all the time. Because who wants that? Who needs to create a situation when he or she is young, when he has to be with all the time working to get money to do the things that are not even part of the evolutionary process he's in, like, or she's in. There is no point in that, because dating requires some amount of like going out, dinners, but you also need to develop yourself, so that takes money too. So what is your priority? And as I said, people are not as mature as you are right now, probably, and going and giving yourself so seriously in somebody that might not even care right now, for whatever reason, as much as you think, it's not a good thing for you or the other person. Sometimes the other person needs a tough love. Don't put people like right up there and talking about things like serious relationship, etc. For a person that might not be as a lot of things happens you're imagining them because you don't love yourself in the extent that you need, which takes skills and yes, sometimes money and having experience. Thank you for watching.